welcome to Xbox On and our latest weekly deals video. And this time we've got a selection of AAA titles.
Nice. We're talking about some of Xbox's biggest hitters at even bigger discounts.
Nice.
If you can't identify the target, you are the target.
Let's kick off with a deal that'll have Benny jumping around with joy.
Right now, you can pick up Call of Duty Modern Warfare for 35% off as part of Deals with Gold.
Now that means you'll need to be a subscriber to Xbox Live Gold or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to access the deal, but it's well worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean this is the return of the traditional Call of Duty blockbuster campaign, with missions that pay homage to the original Modern Warfare. But it's still packed with fresh gameplay ideas to keep you on the edge of your seat.
And then there's the all-important multiplayer, more varied than ever before.
If you're looking for the biggest battles ever seen in a COD game, Ground War's 64-player matches have you covered. But if you're more in the mood for a tense head-to-head fight, there's Gunfight, where you and your partner take on another team of 2 in tight, purpose-built maps.
Throw in deep weapon customization, dedicated co-op missions, and all this free content that's already been added as part of the game's first season, and Xbox fans have got themselves one heck of a package, especially with the price reduced by over a third.
One more big score, we got enough money to leave. What do you think?
Another Deals with Gold offer next, and another modern classic. It's Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition for 60% off.
Rockstar's cowboy game is set in the very last moments of the 19th century, the end of the Wild West era in America, but more to the point, it's set in an open world that's as enormous as it is immersive.
As you roam from town to town on horseback, there are constantly new people to meet and new activities to take part in, so it really does feel like exploring a truly living, breathing world.
As well as the campaign, which tells one of the most sophisticated and affecting stories we've ever seen in a game, you've got Red Dead Online, which sets you and 30 other players loose in that world to wreak havoc.
And with the Ultimate Edition, you get bonus content for both sides of the game, with added story missions and outfits, weapons and horses to take online. Yeehaw!
As we all know, football is a game of two halves, and in the case of our next deal, you'll only be paying for one of them.
That's right, this week you can get FIFA 20 for half price. This has to be the most beautiful game ever made about the beautiful game, with great player likenesses and animations and some incredibly realistic footballing action.
The addition of Street Football mode Volta brings with it an added focus on one-on-one maneuvers and skills. And then, of course, there's Ultimate Team.
If you want to get your squad off to the best possible start, you can also pick up the FIFA 20 Champions or Ultimate Editions for half price as well.
These will give you the ability to get one iconic player on loan, some special edition kits, and most important of all, a bundle of player packs to open.
I mean, I just got Vardy the other day, headliners as well. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Benny.
I feel like I'm just that same guy that's been putting in the time and the work my whole entire life.
But if your definition of football involves a little bit more padding and some much taller goals though, good news. Madden NFL 20 is also half price this week.
Madden 20 has two big additions to the series. First, there's Face of the Franchise, an all-new story mode where you lead your custom quarterback from college games through to the Super Bowl.
And then there are X-Factor traits, which give superstar players a distinct personality and some amazing special abilities to boot.
And once again, the special editions of the game are also available for half price, with the Superstar version offering 7 gold team fantasy packs and the Ultimate Edition giving you 10 plus a few extra bonuses.
Touchdown.
Legends live on. Only man comes to an end.
From balls to bats next, with a whopping 67% off the Batman Arkham collection.
This is the definitive way to play Rocksteady's amazing trilogy, from remasters of Arkham Asylum and City to the explosive finale of Arkham Knight, plus all of its post-launch content.
We're talking extra story missions, challenge maps, character skins, even some DLC that lets you play as Harley Quinn, in case the trailers for Birds of Prey have got you itching for a bit of hammer-based violence.
And if you've already played the earlier games and don't fancy revisiting them in all their remastered Xbox One X enhanced glory, fear not. You can pick up the premium edition of Arkham Knight on its own for 60% off, complete with all that delicious extra content.
Harley, you're losing control.
It's part of my charm.
Sticking with the DC universe for just a moment, how about Injustice 2 for half price?
Go on then. This fighting game lets you pit all of the best Justice Leaguers against their rogues gallery, with exactly the kind of epic super moves you'd expect from people who can literally throw each other into space.
Yeah, as well as the reliably solid multiplayer, but there is also an extensive campaign to play through, telling the story of a dark alternate universe where even the heroes are a little bit villainous.
And whoever your favourite cape wearer is, chances are you'll find them amongst the 28-strong roster, which includes Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and all the other big names you'd expect, but also some deeper cuts like Blue Beetle, Swamp Thing, and Dr. Fate.
What about Green Lantern?
Yeah, why not?
But if you want to go even deeper, or you've already got the base game and fancy an excuse to revisit this version of the DCU, you can also pick up the Injustice 2 Ultimate Pack for half price, adding 9 more characters, including some fun comic crossovers like Hellboy and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Legit?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I intend to restart history.
Let's close out this video with another great fighting game at a price as low as one of Raiden's leg sweeps. It's 60% off Mortal Kombat 11.
This is the latest and greatest installment in the long-running series, which once upon a time was most famous, or maybe infamous, for the violence of its fatality finishing moves.
Those are still here in 11, and to be honest, they're gorier than ever. But underneath all the blood and guts, you'll find a fighting game with incredibly strong fundamentals that are just as rewarding whether you're a newcomer or a pro.
This game shares a developer with Injustice, so you probably won't be surprised to hear it's also got a robust campaign featuring a surprisingly engaging story or a massive roster of characters who all feel distinct from one another.
Oh, and actually, if you're really into your fighting games, we've got one final deal for you. The Mortal Kombat 11 and Injustice Premier Fighter Bundle is half price, netting you both games plus all of their DLC content.
It works out a few pounds cheaper than buying the games individually and is enough to keep your button-mashing muscles busy for months to come.
So there you have it, some huge deals on some huge Xbox games.
Let us know what you're picking up down in the comments below, hit that like button, and remember to subscribe to the channel for more weekly updates on deals, new releases, and everything else Xbox.
See you next time. Bye!